Hey guys, welcome to a new video. It's me Jay, and today I'm going to share with you a little bit of a showcase of my current character, which is a cast on crit Hexblast the Havoc. Curse stacking. This is I think this is the unique thing that not a lot of people have already even know about. I only see a few POE in the POE Ninja that actually use this helmet when I check on it. So the build around helmet here is the Doedry Scorn. It gives flat chaos damage for each curse you stack on enemy. Right now I can apply 8 curse, and I apply 8 curses to single target. I apply 4 curses to just all the monster that are hit by my attack with the glove. 3 curses and the ring 1 curse, which is 4. To single target, I also have mark on hit and 3 other curses on an Arcanist brand. That is basically my character. Other than that, it is a cast on crit with a rare dagger with hits cannot be evaded. So cast on crit, Cyclone, Hexblast of Havoc. Let's go through this map. This is a Elder Guardian map. I'm in the Wildwood. Now I will go to the map and let's see how we do. The playstyle of the build. I forgot to press record, so I kind of clear a little bit of the map here first, but I don't think it mattered too much. Right? It's not a good layout again because this is from a CursedCoc mission, so it's kind of shitty. I cannot choose the layout. Is a CursedCoc mission. I rolled with the vow contract, and this is what I can get. Let's just try to get through the boss. All right, here is the boss. My character is not built to be like an immoral tanky character. It has decent layers of defense, including max block with the Aegis Aurora, some armor over here, near more than 17k with as 90% reduction. As you can see, the damage, right? This guy is not empowered by Wisp, so he is not tanky, but you can see the damage on a just base Guardian. I'm not sure if this have any kind of tanky mod on the map, but the damage seems to be alright. Let's do another map. I will try to roll see if I can have another CursedCoc mission for Elder Guardian, but I only have these contract left, so if we don't have it, then yeah, nice, we have a lair of the Hydra. This one have no exposure, which we don't care about. Curses, we don't care. 60% less effect of curses on monster, which is bad for our build. We do have a lot of curses, right? And some of them are actually useful for the damage monster inflict with it. Okay, so no tanky mod, just a little bit less damage. Let's see how we do. Right, I will go and try to get some wisps and see if the boss get empowered. Because the recording is on my loading screen is it's already is very bad, but it is even worse with the OBS on. All right, I think we can. I think we should be able to find an event up here. Where is the wisp? There it is. Okay, we have 1k wisp here. Let's just go back this way. I will try to semi wisping the map. Right, this is the dead end. I think there must be something around this line. Yep, it's a vendor. Too bad. Let's check it real quick, see if we have any good thing. No, we don't. I think best bet is to go this way. No. Alright, let's go ahead and collect some more wisp on the way. Kill the monster that's left over. I'm not good at, you know, navigating this because I don't really do MF. My computer just cannot handle it, and I also don't like to wear MF gear, basically to hinder my character power. I like power over wealth, even though you can get more power with more money, but that's just not my cup of tea. Cup of tea? Yeah, not my cup of tea. Alright. Let's kill these. Let's kill these. Get a little bit more. What is that monster? It's actually quite strong. Oh. Damn, this guy's quite strong, man. I think I might even lose to him. Right. That is the strange looking belt. Right, let's go out of the map. Alright. Lair of the Hydra. Let's see how we perform. Yesterday I recorded a showcase video and also explained the character just like this one. However, after I finish recording and then I go to bed, I got some new ideas of dealing with the problems that are with the build, and so now when I actually do those changes, the build is more rounded. I have no problem with almost any map mods, besides just a slight annoyance with the no leech, because we do have a lot of our recovery from leech, but we still have the blocked and recovery from Aegis, so it's not like the end of the world. You can still do no leech map, right? The no regen problem, no mana regen problem, I already solved. No longer have to swap on a flask and turn off the one of the reservation for some base mana pool. Can still deal with no regen map with the 36 mana that we have left here in our character. As you can see, the playstyle is pretty smooth. The movement skill that I am using is Whirling Blade. If you want, you can totally use any other things like Shield Charge, or even you can use the Frostblink of Wintry Blast, because most of our attack speed from this build actually comes from Onslaught, so we basically have the same amount of cast speed as well. Alright, Hydra. Damage seems okay. Not too bad, not too bad. Alright, we got him. Right. Last one, I would like to do this Polaric Invitation because I just got it right before this video a couple maps ago. So let's see what we're doing here, and then I will explain a little bit about my character, how I set it up. I will not be doing a full like in-depth build guide on this one because I do think that there is a lot of good cast on crit build out there already. A lot of good cast on crit video with nice explanation. So alright. That's it. Right, so that's it. Yeah, that is the showcase the character. Now let's go into how I built this character. First of all, through the gear, the main item that we are building around here is this helmet. We stacked a bunch of curses, so we get a lot of added flat chaos damage from these curses, right? We have 8, so this is, let me bring up the there's one interesting program I want to introduce to you guys, which is this calculator, right? 37 plus 71, which are the flat roll for chaos damage from this helmet. It is fixed, there's no roll here. So we divided by 2 and we got 54, which is the average number of chaos damage added to our spell and attack. Per curse applied on enemy, we have 8 times 8. So we have 432 flat chaos damage. Now we remember this number, right? We have another one here is the Awaken added chaos damage support. This one has 195 plus 293 divided by 2 is 244. We have 432 divided for 244. This helmet over here with this setup give us a almost 1.8 of the Awaken added chaos damage level 6, which is the maximum level you can get, right? So it is pretty powerful if you can have the right setup for it. The gear that I'm using is the Asenath Gentle Touch here. This glove, the best in slot is either this glove or the Hands of the High Templar, which you can have multiple corruption on it. You can try to find one with 3 curses on it. I think it'll be about the same price. I do enjoy Asenath Explosion. It ate with the explosion of the Occultist, so we have quite like satisfying chain of explosion while we're mapping, using along with Herald of Ash, of course. Right, that is the go-to glove for this. The ring, I have one more curse here. With the ring, curse enemies with conductivity on hit. You can have frostbite, you can have elemental weakness, you can have flammability. It doesn't matter. The curses are just there for the sake of 1 extra curses, right? Because we run out of curses that actually benefit the skill here, so we just any curses here just work. I have another curse setup, which is the Arcanist brand. Arcanist brand here will help us to apply 3 curses, which is punishment, vulnerability, and frostbite. Those are the 3. The only curse that actually is useful for us here is punishment, which makes the enemy takes more damage, very large multiplier here when they are on low life, and also always when they are hit, they are debilitated. They have less movement speed and deal 10% less damage, which is a very nice thing to have, right? Punishment, surprisingly very nice curse. This one doesn't help, but one more curse. And then last but not least, the last curse I have is Mark on Hit with Assassin's Mark here. So it auto apply on the target. We have total of 8 curses in this setup, and I just show you how do we apply all the curses to that enemy. We use this Anathema ring, a very powerful item. Allow my curse limit is equal to my maximum power charges. My maximum power charge is coincidentally 8. So we have 8 curses, 8 power charge. Perfect, right? It has a cannot be poisoned, which is a nice quality of life as a corruption. The amulet, I chose the replica Dragon's Fang Flight. This is the best DPS amulet for this build. Sorry for that. You can like build the Castle Crit character around the Badger Brotherhood. However, this one is just strictly better for DPS overall. Cyclone, Awaken Cast on Crit, Awaken Void Manipulation, Awaken Added Chaos Damage, Hex Blast at the Havoc, and Increased Critical Damage. Those are the best 6-link for this build. I used it in a Shadowrun's wrapping. It looks fancy, but it is too divine for a 6-link, right? Beside the Mage Blood and this glove I think is like 20 div or something with 3 curses. There's none on the market, but I believe I bought it for 20 divine. This boots over here should be like 30, but it is because it has 1 maximum endurance charge. The endurance charge is just nice because I have the boots already, but if you don't need the endurance charge, you lose out on the bonus of 1 just normal endurance charge. We don't have any kind of extra scaling on it, so don't worry about that. It is 20C, 30C for a non-endurance charge, Ralakesh, a very powerful boots, certified by Matthew. The shield I have is the Aegis Aurora, which is a tier 1 unique, which is multiple divine last league, and right now, voila, it is 10 chaos, 15 chaos. When I got this drop, I was quite excited, but then I pressed price check, and then I was like, okay, let's make a build with it because it's so cheap and it's so powerful. Why not? Why nobody is using it? I am using it, so I started into this build. You can also, if you want to go like full glass cannon, just go with the shield here. I think it is, I got it somewhere. So you either go with the Malachi Sloop, which is a huge amount of increased damage, a lot of spell damage, because you also have 2 more power charges. It's just a lot more damage. Or if you want to have more aura, you would like to have a Prism Guardian. I have it somewhere here. Yeah, Prism Guardian, which will help you to with your reservation on life. Basically, you can add like 1, even 2 more reservation on your life with this shield instead of the shield over here. With this shield, I have to reserve life with the arrogance support, which is a huge multiplier, more than 2 times, and I can only add zealotry and a low level precision into my life here. Right. Another thing pretty interesting I want to share with you about this character setup. The skill tree here, as you can see, it is not much different from most of the cast on crit skill tree, especially if you're an occultist, right? But the difference here is some shield nodes and some ES and armor nodes and mastery, because we are using Aegis Aurora, right? So these are very efficient. The main difference from my build compared to just a normal cast on crit that you normally see with occultist is I only use 1 cluster jewel. I drop this cluster jewel over here. Normally you have another cluster over here, but I dropped it, and then I take a bunch of reduced mana costs. I take all the reduced mana cost near the starter of Templar here. I also go and take the reduced mana cost here. We have the 10%, 15%, 25%, 31, 34, 37, 41% reduced mana costs of from our skill tree, right? This, along with the Mage Blood and the reduced mana costs of skill during effect over here, brings us to this one. This is one with the Flash effect and the Mage Blood is 48.5%. So those two together give already more than 90% reduced mana costs of skill. So if I want to even reduce it to 100%, I just need like 2 rare jewels with 5% reduced mana cost of skill, and then I have 100% reduced mana cost. But in this case, I already reduced the cost of my Hex Blast that have it, and all of my curses. The curses, they cost a lot of mana to cast, just base the mana cost. So yeah, it triggers all the time. So the mana is a huge problem, especially when I cannot go Eldritch Battery. So reduce the mana cost to almost, or in this case to absolute 0, is very, very essential for the build to even function. So that is the setup I go for. If I want to reduce mana cost even further for some skill, for example, let me actually go to, because initially I tried to use this skill over here as a cast on crit. No, not Soren of Reaping, is Soren of the Spiral. Yes, initially I tried to do cast on crit with this skill, and then after play testing, I think Hex Blast, the Havoc, feels better to me, so I decided to go with it. But the skill have a shotgun potential. The main problem is, let me zoom it in over here. You can see the mana cost. This is 64 mana cost, just the base gem at level 20. So I have a level 21, which is 66 mana cost, which is a huge amount of mana cost. So that's why I come to the solution to actually try to reduce the mana cost to actually 0%, right? But then when I change to Hex Blast, I can drop 2 rare jewels, and then I can just use a mod in the ring to minus mana cost to 0. And the playstyle is very comfortable, even in like a no regen map. We do not have any mana leech. I didn't have to take any mana leech or anything to sustain. It just feels very nice. Right, the cluster jewel here, in my case, I just have these 3 nodes. Dark Ideation is actually important because it is the only combo with Unholy Grace and Touch of Cruelty to make these 2 at the start of the cluster. Normally the Unholy Grace is often at this position, so we lose 2 more points to get it. So these are the best thing that you can have, and this combo actually is not expensive at all, right? 140, 150 KS, 1 divine, so less than 1 divine. You just need this combo, and then you take a little bit of note here and there. This weird one, attack speed accuracy note, I take just to balance out the attack speed, so I have the perfect amount of attack speed for the trigger rate, right? So this really depend on your jewels, on your cluster setup. For example, here I have 2% here, and depend on your flash setup. So I do not have an attack speed roll on any flash. I only have the attack speed from the silver flash for onslaught. So yeah, that is the character. I have Lethe Shade, which aid with reduced damage over time, which is very hard to come by. Beside this, this is Lethe Shade. Very nice note to take. Right, so yeah, that's the character. The jewel here is the basic chance, cooldown recovery, the charm, I mean. I do have a Forbidden Flesh and Flame combo for Withering Presence. Currently they are the cheapest. Forbidden Flesh and Flame. Right, so 1 and 1.5 divine, 2.5 divine for a combo of Forbidden Flesh and Flame. Then I have this one. It helps me to inflict more wither, and also just have more defensive and more chaos damage. Very nice, because in Occultist I actually like to take the energy shield here. The power charge is very good, the explosion is very good. This one is also very good, so I want to take actually 5 notable, so I choose one out of the cheapest one out of those, and then I get it, which is this one, by the way. Right, so I think that is it for the build. Storm Shroud already mentioned. This is just a random Militant Faith. We don't care about the role, militant, but I would like prioritize the increased defense from Equip Shield, so we have some more armor and ES. For Inner Conviction, mostly. Right, we grab some ES all around the tree. That's it. That is the build. Yeah, if you have any question about this build, if you think it is interesting, if you want to follow the build, then feel free to ask me any question in the comment section. I will end the video after I kill this Minotaur. But yeah, basically that's everything I have for today. Let's go ahead and kill another Minotaur because we can. Actually, the video might be too long at this point already. Let me just cut from this point. Thanks everyone for watching, and see you next time. Maybe I'll upload more demonstration of like harder content if there's anyone interested. But that's it. I will update the POB in the link of the description video. And thank you guys for watching. See you next time. Bye.